down Abbey Lakes. Rod hasn't been out more than 20 minutes, I was just getting the third rod out. And this lovely 27 pound 2 ounce mirror. Absolutely stunning fish. We've got another 48 hours to go, so I'm going to slip this one straight back. Hopefully we'll be having a few more. Just thought I'd quickly run through the rig with you before I get this rod back out. As I say, I've been out there no longer than maybe 20 minutes. It's a rig that I've been using to some good success with lately down Monk's Pit, my syndicate. So if I can just show you that there, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up. Basically I've got a little solar bait swivel running on the shank of one of the long shanks there, and basically I've got that tied on to the end of the easy strip material. Then I've basically just done a knotless knot, a little bit of a shrink tube kicker, a little bit of putty just to help pin down the centre section of the easy strip material, and then I just use a figure of 8 loop on the end there. Can pick that up, yeah, with just one of the anti-tangle sleeves. Nice and easy to get on and off. Unhook it from the lead whilst the fish is in the net. No worries then of trying to get the hook out while it's still in the water. You can just leave the hook hold in place, declip this from the rod, and you can get it out onto the unhooking mat. The baits that I've been using of late, I've been using a lot of the club barrels, the club mix barrels there. Actually it's club and cream, and I'm just tipping that off with, on this occasion, one of the little 11mm solar quench pop-ups. Just anything visual in this lake seems to work. I don't think there's a vast majority of importance on the actual tipping or the fluoro hook bait itself, just the colour, just the visual aspect. So yeah, as I say, it's been producing a fair few fish for me of late. So without further ado, let's get this back out. Let's see if we can catch another one. Fish number 2, same rod again, a little bit smaller this time, 15 pound 5 ounces. Perfect example of the Premium Carp strain. Lovely big apple slice scales, dark reddish orange sort of undertones on the belly and the bottom of the lobe of the tail. £22 on the nose, third fish in as many hours. Absolutely amazing little start to this session. The other side, absolutely stunning creature this one. Nice linear scaling pattern down the middle. Beautiful. Well, as you can probably gather, it's getting a little bit crazy down here at the minute. Since I've been down here, I haven't really managed to get the rods out for more than 20 minutes before one of them rips off, so this is probably my first chance of trying to get a blog together for the start, although we've already seen 3 fish, but we're not going to complain at that. But yeah, the wind's just started to die down now just after I've put that third one back. Feels like there could be a little bit of a storm in the air, which is not a bad thing, although it is pretty chilly down here. To say that we're in the middle of May now, you would think that it'd be sort of getting towards a warmer climate, but not to be. It was around about 5 degrees when we was travelling down earlier on. But that aside, as I say, the wind's slowly baiting now, and as I'm sort of scanning across the lake now, there's a few sort of swirling and fins sort of just breaking the surface of the water. So I think what I'm going to do, being as I've had so much action just off the one rod, I'm going to reel in one of the other two and get a little zig out there just under the surface. I don't think it could do me any harm. As I say, all the action's coming to the one rod, so obviously going to stick to my guns with that one. But I'm going to reel in one of the other two now, try a zig, we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, we're here to catch as many as possible, so why not try and get two methods working. That's the plan anyway. Well, the other two lads have finally got here now, so that's all four of us here now. There's me, my dad's fishing just to my right, and then we've got Rolfie, who's going to be fishing opposite me, where you'd normally be seeing me making these films when I'm with Liz. And then Jason's popped onto the far bank there. There's only the one swim on that bank, so yeah, he's tucked himself over there. So yeah, we're nicely spread out, and all being well, the fishing will continue for everyone as it's been for me in the last few hours. Hopefully we'll all be getting a little bit of action here and there. Well, same rod rattled off again, and it's an old friend, this little common here, just under 8 pound he is. I actually remember catching this one around about this time last year, I think it was. As you can see, all the fins very deformed, just little stubs everywhere, the dorsal, the pecs, the anal, the lot, even the tail. Nice dark one, very characterised fish, this one. It's not going to be the biggest one of the weekend, but they're always welcome. Let's get him back. Fish number 5, 14 pound 1 ounce mirror. Again, one of the Premium Carp strain. As you can see, really orange underneath. And we're still on the first day. Well, good morning, and what a way to start the morning. 19 pounds chunky mirror. This is actually fish number 7 now. I had one more just on dark. It was around about 10 past 10 last night. Only a small one, little 10 pound common. But yeah, well chuffed. Turning into a real bumper session now. As I'm sure you can appreciate from the footage, it's been a great session so far. Not really going to say it's going to probably be the best vlog that I've ever done. Purely because I haven't got Liz with me taking footage while we're playing the fish and things. So apologies if it is just smiling with the fish, little blog smiling with the fish. It's not normally my favoured option, but as I say, at the minute it's the only option, so apologies for that one. Yeah, so it's now Saturday mid-morning. Got a full 24 hours ahead of us. It's looking really good. Rolfie had 3 through his first 24 hours, or at least first 18 hours. He had a 25, 24 and a mid-double. Jason's had 4 tench and a mid-double mirror this morning, so he's pretty tired from all the tench action through the night. Unfortunately, my dad hasn't had any more opportunities since losing one in the first 3 or 4 hours of setting up yesterday. But that could change. I have seen a few fish rolling out in front of him on the plateau. So yeah, let's just see if we can keep this tempo going. It would be nice. Looks like the sun's trying to make an appearance now. The wind's changed round to a westerly, so no longer is it now in my face. It's actually coming left to right, which is nice. I've seen a few more fish out in the reeds where I'm fishing, so yeah, it's looking good. Well, unfortunately, today hasn't gone to plan. The rod that I have been catching all of the fish off, I have had them all off the one rod, off one little spot against the reeds. Was finally sussed by one of the resident swans, and twice during dinner time he managed to pick the line up, not hook itself, but managed to pick the line up, so I sort of reeled it out the way. After the second time I thought that was enough, like they've obviously caught sight of the fact that there's a little bit of bait down there, always tipped up, trying to get every little bit of bait. So I moved the rod for the afternoon, not too far away. It was still in the area, but sort of probably 10 foot off the reeds, sort of in deeper water where they couldn't quite reach. For that reason, it's been a quiet afternoon. Now, over the course of the last hour, the swans have obviously had enough, not even checking the spot anymore, so I thought I'll quickly zip it back over there. Crazy as it sounds, within 10 minutes, rods rattled straight off, playing the fish. Felt nice resistance to the fish, got it away from the reed, started kiting right as they seem to do. On this occasion, unfortunately, the hook popped out halfway back. As I say, not the greatest day in comparison to yesterday anyway. I mean, I still can't complain. You know, I've had a really good session so far. We've still got the night ahead. The rod's back over there now, so there's always another chance before night. So I'll keep you posted if anything else happens, but until then, I'm just going to chill out and enjoy the evening. Well, as you can see, it's a completely different day to yesterday. We've got bright blue sky, sun is shining, really nice morning. One more to report. I had one just on dark last night, another mirror, 16 pounds 6 ounces. That was it then through the night up until this morning. I was awoken about, I think it was about 4:30, 5 o'clock. By a small tench, about 3 or 4 pound maybe. But we've got a few more hours left. I've got the rod sitting perfectly on the banker spot, as I'll call it, because I have had literally all 8 fish off that one little area. So definitely the spot for this weekend. So yeah, I'm still pretty hopeful that I could make it 9 before the end. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Well, unfortunately, I've lost one in the last hour. It was coming around to about packing up time anyway, so I've only literally got the rods left out now. Same rod once again. Got it away from the reed, started kiting right. Exactly the same, probably the same area that I lost the fish yesterday evening. The hook just popped out. I felt a little bit of weed grating, but nothing that should have been too much of a problem. But what can you do? That it's one of those things. I changed the rig, zapped it back out there, but as I say, we've got to be away now. So had a brilliant weekend as always down on Premium's Abbey Lake. If you've never been or never thought of coming, I suggest that you take a look at their website. I'm not going to plug it as if to say this is an advert, but I think you'll agree that the fishing can be fantastic. So get yourself down here.